In this video, we'll be going over a certain part of Rafael Nadal's career and how a few inches completely turned this part upside down. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more original tennis content, and without further ado, let's get started. Going all the way back to the 28th of March in 2004, this tournament has witnessed the birth of the greatest rivalry in all sports, Roger Federer versus Rafael Nadal. Federer arrived in Miami having won 28 matches during the previous 9 months, including his first Wimbledon crown in 2003 and his first Australian Open title in 2004.
I was always joking around when I was a boy. I'm gonna win this, and now I have it!
However, a 17-year-old Spaniard from Mallorca came out of nowhere playing nearly flawless tennis and defeated him in straight sets. Rafa had really some interesting words to say after the match. "I went out on court with a positive attitude, not with an attitude of trying to win the match. I'm really happy because I played one of the best matches of my career." At the time, Rafa tried to take importance away from the historic win, and he was asked if his telephone was overloaded with messages, to which he answered, "I don't think so, because it's 4 in the morning in Spain and everyone is sleeping. Tomorrow, the newspaper won't include news of it, but maybe online and on teletext. Then I'll start to get calls."
He's done it!
A year later, they met again, but this time in the final. Rafa started the match so well and was up 2 sets and a break in the third. It looked like another straight victory over Roger, but the Swiss manages to break back and now is trailing 4-3 and love 30 on his serve. Then this happened.
Perfect length shot from Federer, which he thinks was long. Be forthcoming, though it won't produce anything. Although TMI thinks that Nadal was right.
That point completely turned the match around, as Roger managed to win the next few points, hold his serve, and take the third set in the tie-break, and eventually win the match and the trophy. What makes this even more crazy than it already is that they had the Hawkeye system already installed, but players weren't allowed to challenge. It was only visible to spectators who watched the tournament on TV. Since that point, it all went downhill for Rafa in Miami, as he reached the final 4 more times with no luck. In the 2008 final, Rafa came up against an informed Nikolai Davydenko, a player that always gave him tough time, especially on hard courts. Rafa lost that final in straight sets. And on a side note, Davydenko is one of very few players that have a positive head-to-head record against Rafa.
He's done it!
Game, set match. Davydenko, 2 sets to love. 6-4, 6-2.
3 years later, Rafa reached the final again, but this time it was against arguably the highest level tennis player ever, prime Novak Djokovic.
Oh, that's unreal!
However, Rafa came very close to winning the match, being only 2 points away in the third set before the tie break. But unfortunately, Rafa was unable to use his chances.
He's done it! And what a victory!
In 2014, Rafa reached the final yet again, and guess who was waiting for him on the other side? Yep, Novak Djokovic once again. This time Rafa didn't put much of a fight, and it ended up being a pretty comfortable win for Novak.
What a way to finish it! Absolutely superb from Djokovic!
After another 3 years, Rafa reaches his 5th final, but his chances weren't looking so good. As he came up against Federer one more time, the man who was finally able to crack a winning formula against Rafa after suffering time after time throughout the majority of his career.
Roger Federer completes the sunshine double. He wins in Miami for a 3rd time in his career.
You can see Rafa's entire Miami Open journey summed up in this breakpoint.
himself with a forehand and just a whisker away from being broken.
This was the last time Rafa played in Miami. Due to several injuries, he wasn't able to go there for the last 5 years. In my opinion, it seems very unlikely that Rafa will play in this tournament again, and let alone win the trophy. Do you think Rafa still has a chance given the current circumstances? Let me hear your opinions down in the comments. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more original tennis content. I'm very sorry for the lack of uploads these past few weeks. There has been a lot going on in my life and with the channel as well. Hopefully from now on, we'll be back on the regular schedule. Thank you guys for sticking around with me throughout this journey. I can never thank you enough, and see you in the next video. Oh, and there is the Masters Cup.
Oh, you're joking me.